And what do you think about him now being trained by Adam Booth?
I don't know. I think what happens with a lot of good fighters, if you look at Prince Nazim and Brandon Ingram, Nazim was like world class, and he left Brandon Ingram, went to different training, and then didn't happen for him.
Right.
Ricky Hatton, Billy Graham, it didn't really happen from after Billy Graham. You know, but other fighters do leave trainers and they get better. So I'm on the fence. I think the Tibbs and Billy had a real good relationship, and I think there's trust there. Now Adam Booth is a world class trainer too, by the way, and on top of being a good trainer, he's a professional, and he won't let any fighter get into that ring less than 110% in good shape. So who knows? Like, you know, hindsight and foresight, we don't know till we see him go fight again.
Now, your family is known throughout the world of boxing, okay? Especially your brother, world champion, very well known. It wouldn't be right if I didn't ask you about some fights that are coming up, some juicy fights that are happening today. So we've got the card at the O2. We've got a great matchup between O'Hara Davis and Derry Matthews. What is your thoughts? What's your predictions?
I know Derry because I had Steve Ormond fight Derry a couple of years back, and Steve won the fight on the night decision. I think Derry was shocked at Stephen's intensity, fitness and speed on the night. But one thing that Steve did say to me the third round was, Derry hit him a left hook on the temple, and Steve had a lump after the fight. So I do know Derry Matthews has a lot of power. He's got a big heart. He's been around for a long, long time. He's seen it all. So if it comes down to who wants the most, I think Derry might be the man. I don't know anything about O'Hara. I don't know anything. People say, you know, they don't like him because he melts this and that, but you don't judge a person by the internet. You know, I've heard good things from good people, from other people too. You know, so.
Do you think the fact that Derry retired and has obviously come back for this fight, do you think that might affect him mentally?
Derry?
Yeah.
No, because he's nothing to lose. He's probably in the zone now. He's probably more comfortable since he's retired because now he's got nothing to lose. And remember, a fighter, if you look upon Derry, if O'Hara Davis and his team look upon Derry as somebody who's retired and come back maybe for the payday, well, they're the fights that you lose because, as I mentioned, he's got power, and that's something you never lose. And all it takes in, is it 12 rounds? 12 rounds? Right. All it takes in 12 rounds is one shot to land, and it's lights out. So it's a risk fight for both of them because they're both big punchers, and from what I hear, it's not going to go the distance. You know.
Definitely. Okay, and also the main event. You've got David Haye going up against Tony Bellew.
Yes.
Big matchup. What are your thoughts?
Well, my experience of David Haye was when he fought David Chisora at West Ham, and I had Spike O'Sullivan fight that night.
Yeah, of course.
It was a cracking fight, but when the big shots landed, you could hear them, like, you know. He has been inactive, you know, he's been busy, but not as busy as he should have been, and his opposition have been below par as far as David Haye is concerned. But as I say, you don't lose that power. Now, also, on the other hand, I've heard from people who sparred with Tony Bellew for this fight that he's moving good. You know, he has a game plan, and if he sticks with the game plan, he could win a decision. But he also has power too.
Which he does, yeah.
If David Haye had been busy against top opposition, I could probably make a judgment on the fight, but because he hasn't been doing that, it's exciting. I would pay to watch it. I would pay for the viewers to watch it because I'm excited about it.
Do you think the weight difference of Haye carrying nearly a stone heavier than Bellew would make a difference?
Not at all. Look at Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson knocked out guys 20, 30 pounds heavier. It's speed. It's not power. It's actually speed. Shots you don't see coming. Sparring partners told me that been sparring with Tony Bellew last night, that his actually speed is phenomenal. He said he's actually, and when he hits you, it does hurt. So it's the shot you don't see coming. It's that shot you don't see coming that knocks you out.
Yeah, because one thing I noticed, I was at the media workout during the week, and I was quite surprised with the speed of Tony Bellew. Very impressed, actually.
Absolutely.
He seems to have absolutely risen to the occasion, the fact that he's now the champion.
But Tony Bellew knows that David Haye has power, and you don't lose the power. We don't know if he still has the same speed. But Tony Bellew knows, in order to win, he's got to focus, concentrate for every minute of every round, and move, keep moving, you know, keep giving angles, move away from that right hand. He's got to go away from that right hand all the time. And if he can do that 6, 7, 8 rounds, David Hay, will he be, you know, can he do the 12 rounds? I think he can, because I believe that his team that he has around do focus a lot on their fitness also. So I think people might be fooled to think that he can't do 12 rounds. I do think he can. I have a funny feeling, people say it's going to be a knockout. I just think it's going to be a decision. I do think it's going to be a decision.
And who do you think is going to win the decision?
If it goes to decision, I think Benny will do it.